Okay, so there you go, this is down eye level now. So the thing is, what we can actually do now is test the electrics. Now, it's a bit always worry this because I haven't done it in quite a long time. So, okay, starting test 1. So this will be the landing gear, nav lights, etc. and cockpit. And that's quite nice. Let's turn off a few lights so we can see what we get. It's a horrible day outside. So there we go. There's our gear lights and everything else around like that. So we're happy with those. Now let's try and plug in the main flasher on the tail. And that one looks quite nice as well. So there we go. That's our eyes lit up. So if I just grab the camera, I can give you a bit of a walk around. Just do this so I can see. So there we go, there's our nose wheel light, which I must admit, when you think of the scale property, I think that's pretty much in scale. Obviously nav lights on the side and green up here, and then blinking away like a good one down the back we have the other one, and there should be another one down here on the back end as well. There we go, just see it flicking away down there. So there we go, that actually works very, very well. Really happy with that. What I'll do is I have to do a night shoot of this one as well. Okay, now at the moment I've got a tiny little bit of trouble with my camera, as in it doesn't like sitting on the stand very well. Okay, so if I just pop this round again, then hopefully what we can do, we should be able to slide this around. I don't suppose it makes any difference which way it goes thinking about it. So if we just pop it round here, on about this type of angle, what we should now see is the bit we all want to see. Oh, got batteries and everything falling everywhere. We just need to get hold of the cable that does the tail. Okay. That's it, and as I said, when this is on the base properly we can fix it all to it, but there we go, we can lift the front of the tail up and we can have the nose wheel actually off the ground just like that, as if it's coming into land. Okay, so we can actually fix this in properly when it's all done, but there we go, something probably around about that type of angle, and then what we'll do is obviously we'll fix that all in, but it gives you an idea, a nice look from underneath like this, how it will actually look and how it will go. Then obviously what we can do also, we can change over this nose wheel section. If I bring you in a little bit, you can actually see it. This nose wheel just down here, let me just angle this down, you can see we have a different oleo that will fit in here, which will actually make it extend down a little bit more. I have got 2 on there just so you can sort of get the differences between the actual 2, which is obviously quite a nice touch. So that is it up on its base, doing all its business. As I say, even in the dark, so the camera's a bit too good for this because it's showing it off, but as you can see, very, very nice. What I'll do is I'll get some shots of this at night as well, so we'll do some final reveal photos and we'll talk about it at the end. So there you go, that's it, it's all completely done on its base. It's been a real magical build, this one, because we've done lots of new things with it. The electrics is all totally new to me, you know, as you say, it's one of those things you think, you know, is it going to improve the model, is it going to make it look different, is it just like a, you know, a bit of a spur thing that you think, well, I'll give it a whirl, see what happens, if it doesn't work you take it out, but it has been one of those things, and I think it really does make it a little bit more interesting. It's an interesting aircraft to start with. Israeli markings is so much nicer than doing the sort of your standard low visibility grey jets, so it's really nice to be working on something like this, but adding the dimension of obviously the resin parts, photo etch that we usually use in a lot of our builds these days, to actually go ahead and try something with electrics. And to be honest, it's been a complete learning curve for me as well. Originally these were going to be fibre optics, these nav ones, and by using these seed or surface mounted LEDs, some of them call them grain LEDs, it gives it a better natural light. I wish now I'd done it in the cockpit, so if we did this one again it would certainly have them in the cockpit, because whilst they're there in daylight you can't really see them. At night they're very, very bright, the fibre optics, it's just daylight doesn't really work as well as I had actually have hoped. But certainly the nav lights, you know, up here we got pinging away on the back, it looks absolutely great. We've got these nose wheel one as well under here, going around doing its bit. Looks absolutely great, and certainly in the dark this thing really comes to life. But even to the naked eye, getting down there low, having a look at it, it really works exceptionally well. It's been a fantastic build. It's certainly been a long build, taken a lot of time on this one, and as I say, it has turned into a 15 part, so you've got about 8 hours of video now here on the DVD to get to this point. But trust me, I enjoyed every single minute of it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, join me again next time.